Ladies and gentlemen, Naruto-Arena patch 1.3, the update that changes everything. Okay, that's a little bit too intense. Hey everyone, today we're diving into Naruto-Arena patch 1.3, the update where the game finally shifts from trying to be Naruto-Arena Classic to aiming to be the best version of Naruto-Arena yet. And honestly, it's about time, bro. With the growing player base and the overwhelming positive response to character reworks, the team has decided to move away from the old design philosophy and instead focus on revamping characters to just be better. At least I think, which is a fantastic move if that's what's happening. A lot of the original characters had so much room for improvement, right? They could be so much better. Why are we using the old versions, right? And it's great to see how the devs finally fucking recognize that. Now, there's a lot in the official patch notes, so go ahead and read it if you want, but I'll be focusing on the balance changes, what really matters, what I care about, and what affects the game. So, let's start off with the nerfs. Jinpachi and Mangetsu were who's getting nerfed. You know, they were the troublemakers. They were too strong. Everybody saw them in every team. They're usually together. They needed fucking nerfs. So, basically, Jinpachi is going to be a little bit reworked in a way. Not in a big way, but Explosion Tag Primer, its damage is going to be reduced from 20 to 15 piercing, same for the destructible defense break effect when it happens, right? Shibuki Explosion Chain, it now costs 1 random chakra, that really needed that, and it was just way too strong with no cost, okay? And Silent Explosion, its damage is going to be increased from 15 to 20, so it's going to be stronger base, right? Without an improvement, it's only going to reduce damage by 5 instead of 10, but the big thing about this is it's not going to cost an extra chakra when you use the first prep, which is great, dude. So, basically, you guys also need to update the icon in the game, the description of it dark, because it still says its cost is increased when you use it. If this effect isn't there, you gotta change that, dude. Update it, please. Otherwise, it was a solid nerf. He should still be strong, but less oppressive. I had something different in mind personally, but this works. So, Edo Tensei Mangetsu. Mist Sword Summoning no longer grants 5 DR. I don't like it, but whatever. The Zabuza Sword, effect of giving destructible defense is going to be reduced from 15 to 10. This is fair enough. And then Shibuki's permanent affliction damage is going to be reduced from 10 to 15 or 10 to 5. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I love the 10 affliction. Hydrification technique is now going to give him a chance to not only ignore a random class, but also a chance to ignore no class at fucking all. What? I don't agree with these changes. The problem was never the buffs he got or I guess the problem in hydrification technique technically could have been, his ignores, but I think the problems were the fact that it was too random, the fact that it could ignore too much, but they should have changed that, instead of gutting his survivability and making hydrification even more RNG based. Dude, he already had enough RNG in his kit. Why are we giving him more RNG? Why are we giving him more randomness? Not a fan of that. Predictability matters in balance, and this just makes him worse and in an unfun way. I don't know. I just gotta say, for the people in the back, rest in peace, Mangetsu, dude. I ain't gonna be playing him. He's not fun anymore. At least I don't think he is, but I'll have to try him out. I don't know. I'm just being dramatic because I like him. So, let's talk about revamps. The exciting part, dude. You guys are gonna be excited for this. At least I hope you are, because you fucking should be. Naruto. He got a fucking passive, dude. We're doing passives now in this game? I can't believe it. We're doing passives, dude. So this is a passive transform even. You guys are going to get something extra special. So at 50 HP, he's going to transform into a Red Chakra Naruto. Not one-tailed QB Naruto, but Red Chakra QB Naruto. And he's going to heal 5 HP every turn. Cool. And he's going to have his skills buffed. Shadow Clones is going to give him an unpierceable DR instead of regular DR when he's transformed. And then Uzumaki Barrage is going to become QB Punch, which is just Uzumaki Barrage with 5 extra damage. But the cool thing is his skill icons are going to change. His pictures are going to change. It's going to feel like a fucking transform. This is awesome, dude. This is what we've needed to see. Look, dude. We have Naruto from the original NA, but just better, dude, because he's got to transform. He's got a lot more going on with him. This is fantastic. He feels fresh while keeping his core identity. This is what Naruto-Arena.net should have been fucking doing, but we're doing it instead. So fuck them. Let's go, dude. We're so happy about this. I'm so happy about this. You should be happy about this. Sasuke, he's got the same transform passive that when he hits 50 HP, he's going to become Curse Mark 1. We already have a Curse Mark 2. We don't have a Curse Mark 1. And we don't got to make it a new character either. We just give Sasuke a fucking transform. This is exactly what we need. So it's going to give him 35% unpierceable DR in transform mode. This is great. This is awesome. Okay, it's going to buff his skills. Sharingan's going to get its original effect of making you unable to reduce damage or become invulnerable if you use it on somebody, which is great, dude. It's going to get that buff and that improvement to its effect. And then his skills, his attacks, the things that are dealing damage are going to become uncounterable and unreflectable. We love to see this. It's a great rework. It feels like Sasuke, but it's just better. He's got to transform. His pictures are going to change. It's going to feel great. It's going to look great. We love this. Now, Sakura, she isn't as, awesome because of this as Naruto and Sasuke. She doesn't have a transform. She doesn't have anything like that, but we can at least buff her to keep up in some way. I don't think she's going to be able to keep up completely because her kick only can do so much, but let's see what they did. They gave KO Punch an increased damage of 15 to 20. Okay, Inner Sakura is now only going to boost KO Punch by 10, because it's still going to be 30 when boosted, right? But just without the boost, it's going to be a little bit stronger, which is cool to see. I don't know how much this is going to change, but it's going to do a little bit for her, maybe a 1% increase in win rate. And then she now ignores all non-damage effects instead of just stuns when Inner Sakura is active. I don't know if you guys remember this version of the skill in the other games, but this is fucking annoying. It's fucking strong as hell. Sakura may be strong as hell. I don't know, dude. I just don't think she's going to see much play because she's just not that exciting of a character. But, if you're doing missions, you got to use her. She's going to be less annoying to fucking use. And she's going to be a little bit more effective. She's going to do a little bit more for your team. And she's just going to be a little bit better. And that's all we need to see, really. So, I'm a little nervous about it. But I hope she can keep up, but whatever. Shino, he's got a lot of big changes, man. He's got a lot of big changes. So, Female Bug is no longer going to cost a chakra. That's cool, right? But the damage reduction... the damage reduction effect is changed, right? So instead of reduce somebody's damage like right from the start, it's going to only reduce their damage after they use a harmful attack. So, you still get that first attack with your full damage, and then the turn after, you're going to have your damage reduced. But at least it's less annoying off the bat, because it has no cost. It needs to be rounded out a little bit balanced, Bug Wall is now going to have a different effect, and we're happy about this. This is a lot more like the original Shino from the other games. So, it's going to cost 2 blood. Great. We love this because it's going to give you 1 turn of fucking invulnerability. And then it's going to give you 10 permanent destructible defense. But the one thing we love about it is the 1 turn of invulnerability like his old Shino used to have, even though he had 2 turns of invulnerability. We don't need that OP shit. We get 1 turn. This is great. We love it. We love to see it. And then Chakra Leech is going to be reworked, okay? It's now going to deal 15 affliction damage. This is down from 20, but it also is going to steal 1 Taijutsu or Genjutsu. It doesn't need to be stealing 1 bloodline, the shit he needs to use his skills, but it's going to have an alternative effect when you use it. So instead of stealing chakra and dealing 15 damage, it's going to not steal chakra and deal 20 damage. So this is a great way to balance it. Shino's looking super strong. Love it. All right. Hinata. Oh my god, I can't believe Hinata got fucking good. Wait, she got good? Let's see how. 50% damage reduction is going to be attached to her Byakugan, up from 25%. That's great. Gentle Fist now changes how it deals damage. So basically it's going to deal 20 damage the first turn, then 15 the second. This is 35 damage over 2 turns. Okay, this is already strong because it's only going to cost 1 fucking Taijutsu. Okay, and then when Byakugan's active, it's only going to remove chakra the first turn instead of the first and the second, but this is good, dude. But it costs 1 Taijutsu, guys. It's dealing 35 damage over 2 turns. This is awesome. This is just going to make Hinata great off the bat. Okay, and then she's got a new skill for her AoE. It's going to deal 10 piercing damage over 2 turns, okay? But the great thing about it is that first turn that you use it, if your team is hit by a harmful skill, they're going to become invulnerable. It's kind of like how Gamabunta, I guess Jiraiya's Gamabunta Toadmouth Bind skill works in Naruto-Arena.net, but it's going to be on fucking Hinata. You guys know how strong that skill is in that game, so Hinata is finally good. Holy shit! Hopefully not too strong, but I love the direction with this. Let's hope she doesn't need a hot fix, but I think she's just going to be in a great place. Maybe even too great of a place, but let's go to Shikamaru. He's going to be a lot like his best version in the other games, where Shadow Neckbind, it's going to deal or it's going to make you unable to reduce damage or become invulnerable, because this game didn't have that effect on it, and it always felt like it was missing something, and it was this. Okay, so now he's got it. Great. Shadow Possession is now going to deal, or AoE stun right off the bat. You don't need to use Meditate on somebody to get the AoE stun on them, okay? But it's only going to stun for one turn if you don't have Meditate on them. So this is just like Shino from the other games. He's going to be good. He's going to be great. It's exciting stuff. Choji, can you believe Choji got a fucking crazy-ass passive, dude? He's got Butterfly Mode, ladies and gentlemen. So Akamichi Pills is going to be different. The first use of it is going to deal 15 damage to him, okay? Have no cost. And then it's going to increase in cost by 2 random, okay? And then it's going to deal 5 more damage, so 20 damage. And then the third use of it, it's going to cost 4 random chakra, right? But it's going to be worth it, guys, because even though it's dealing 25 damage to you, you're going to get a passive to activate, which you go butterfly fucking mode, right? It's going to give you 75% unpierceable damage reduction for the rest of the game, and every turn is going to grant you 1 random fucking chakra, dude. Can you believe this? This sounds crazy fucking fun. I'm curious to see if it's too OP, but it's fun as hell, and this is just what Choji needed. This is awesome, dude. I hope his icons change like Naruto and Sasuke's does, so we get the picture transformed too. If that is how it works, which I'm sure it probably is, this is just like orgasmically awesome. Good job, Dark. Good job, Dark. 10/10. So she's a little bit different in a great way, because now they have basically fused her version from Naruto-Arena.net with the version from this game. So you know how you gain stacks when you damage people with her skills in Naruto-Arena.net? Well, that's going to do that here too, right? But her prep is now going to have no cost, still give you invulnerability for 1 turn to non-mental, but what it's going to do is also make the Twin Rising Dragon's Trap fucking stun just right off the bat, dude. You don't need to use your other skills on them first. It will stun off the bat, right? Non-mental harmful skills, sure, you can still use helpful, but still, dude, this is great, dude. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you've been playing or not, but there's stun teams like crazy. Stuns are back. Stuns are fucking OP right now. We need stun immunity in the future characters, please, because stuns are going a little bit crazy. They're popping off right now. So her Twin Rising Dragons is also, her damage skill is going to do 15 for 3 turns, or 15 for 2, depending on if you have the prep active. But when it's active, it's going to act like the Naruto Arena version, Naruto-Arena.net version, where it will deal 20 damage to 1, and then 10 to the others for 1 tie, okay? And then also it's granting stacks every time they take damage from any of the skills, right? Except for Twin Rising Dragon's Trap. But if you use Twin Rising Dragon's Trap, it's going to deal 5 damage for each stack they have and remove all stacks. So this is basically 10/10 combined with the other 10/10. This is fucking awesome. This is how you do a fucking update. All right, Neji. Basically, what they've done in this update is a lot of this. It's just adding flow to characters' kits. You know how Fuguki works, where all his skills intertwine with each other? They're all connected in some way, right? Back to the passive. Well, what you do when you add flow to a kit is you connect everything to one skill. For instance, well, we're not there yet, but just, 10/10, how everything connects to Twin Rising Dragon's Trap. Right? Well, Neji got this too. His skills flow. This skill will improve this skill. This skill will improve this skill. It's perfect. It's simple. We love him. I don't want to even talk about him much more because we have more characters to do. But yeah, Neji got improvements. He's strong as hell. I played against him. He kicked my ass. All right. Gaara, dude. Gaara is not gimmicky anymore. Can you fucking believe it? Gaara is not gimmicky. Okay? He got a complete fucking rework. Desert Graveyard. It's not going to deal 50 damage right off the bat. For 1 blood, 1 nin, okay? Desert Coffin, it's now going to be a 1-turn stun. It's not going to deal any damage, but it's going to grant them a stack. That if you use Desert Graveyard on them, it's going to deal 25 more damage and remove all stacks. So if you got 2 uses of Desert Coffin on somebody, it's going to deal 100 damage with Desert Graveyard, okay? Then he's got a great third skill. This skill is just fucking epic. It's going to target the enemy team for 1 turn. It's going to be invisible, and for every harmful skill they use, it's going to grant Gaara 15 destructible defense, and for every helpful skill they use, it's going to grant Gaara 1 random chakra. This is fucking awesome. Alright, let's continue. Finally, Gaara is viable without being a fucking gimmick. We love this. Let's go! Alright, Tamari, she got flow in her kit. So Cutting Whirlwind is going to be based, every skill is going to be based around Cutting Whirlwind. So it's going to be piercing now, and it's going to be uncounterable. And so basically, every time you use Cutting Whirlwind on somebody, it's going to grant them a stack. And the stacks are going to affect either Dustwind or Summoning Quick Beheaded Dance, and this is how they will affect them. For each stack of Cutting Whirlwind on somebody, Dust Wind is going to last 1 extra turn on them and remove all stacks. Or if you use Summoning Quick Beheaded Dance, it's going to have 10 extra damage on somebody and remove all stacks for every stack. Alright, again, it's a perfectly executed rework. It makes sense, it adds synergy. This is what we love to fucking see. Alright, Keen. Basically, Illusion Bell Needles now stacks and has different effects. Her other skills gain this like damage improvement effect, 50% damage improvement for different types of damage. This makes me a little bit nervous. I think she's going to be really strong in wars, but I don't know if she's going to be seeing much use in competitive. I mean ladder. Competitive, I guess, is wars, but I mean ladder. Where things just, go a little crazy. But, I think she has some potential for some fun teams, and I just am excited to see how she gets used, if at all. So, Haku. Can you fucking believe this, guys? Haku, his water needles, after all these years, is finally piercing, dude. Needles being piercing? Who would have thought? Finally! Alright. And then Acupuncture can now paralyze cooldowns. We love to see this. We love to see this. More paralyzes, please. We want to see paralyzes. Okay? Demonic Ice Mirrors now will make him ignore all non-damage effects like Sakura's prep instead of all stuns. And this is just going to be crazy strong. Basically, this was much needed because Haku is a little bit bad in this game, but Haku is back. Alright. Obito, he got one change, but it's a big one. Alright. Sharingan is now permanent. This is exactly what he needed. This is exactly what he needed. Good job, Dark. Whoever did that change, I'm just going to credit Dark with it right now. Hanabi. Now, her Gentle Fist is going to deal 20 damage the first turn, 10 the next. This is 30 damage over 2 turns, okay? And then it's going to work the same. If I think if they use a non-something skill, non-chakra skill maybe, they will lose chakra, okay? This is good. This is more, this affects every character in the game almost. Okay, this is great. This isn't just a niche, only can be used against Drainer's skill. Love it. She's going to remove without being used against Drainers, okay? And then her other skill is the same stun effect. But the thing is, she can drain now without having to be used against Drainers, and we love to see this. Hani's always been hard to balance. Hanabi. But this is the right direction. I don't know if she's going to need more, but I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this because her skills will be dealing 40 damage. 40 damage when prepped up. So that's good. My final thoughts are this is going to be a fun update, guys. Some great revamps, some questionable nerfs, and a whole lot of potential shakeups for the meta. Actually, the meta is going to be completely different. Let's just hope for the best. And of course, I'll be testing out these changes myself. I've already tested a lot of them just to be able to do this video. This is why this is a little late. But let me know what you think in the comments. What are you most excited about? What do you disagree with? And I'll see you in the arena. Let's go. Kito out. Bye.